With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze.
There's Chris Olave.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's second down and a yard.
Breeze now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he fires one incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. That's caught. The tight end Hill. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down. Here's Graham. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Gibbs. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Breeze. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Graham to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Colin Saunders able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, here's second and 14. From the gun, it's Graham. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10. Now Graham. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Here's Graham to throw it. And that's caught. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw once more, here is Graham. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now it's Graham. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 14-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Kamara up the middle.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Breeze to throw on second down. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Breeze. And his pass incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Breeze will try again on second down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Breeze. They'll get this out to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now Graham on first down. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Under pressure.
missing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He lets it go deep for Olave. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This is going to be returned. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Graham going to set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the shotgun, Graham. And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Breeze now to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Down the right sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Hill going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Javon Curse. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now,
he's got it with the 15. A big play there for L.A. 67 yards. First down. Here's Graham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Again, it's Graham sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll try and throw for it with Graham. Escaping the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Graham will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Graham to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later.
Touchdown! Puka Nacua, 29 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up on a great one, Darrelle Revis. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On 1st and 10, it's Graham. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Travis Kelce, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
And now here's another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Graham. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And they're going to speed things up here. And they go play action now. Graham. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
rises. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Breeze, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Graham. He's going to wind up and air it out. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Graham to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Breeze now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Breeze going to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that
is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Running free at the 45. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
One final try here for Breeze. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25.
This is Eric Dickerson, four-time rushing champ, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Breeze. Finding Taysom Hill complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They run it again with Kamara.
To the 43, second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6.
Throwing now is Breeze. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right? I
think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A give. This is Kamara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now... yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yellow. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Breeze now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Third down and 1.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. In motion, the tight end.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Breeze. On target over the middle of Hill.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
2nd and 11 now.
To throw, it's Breeze. That is caught at the 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Breeze again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
When we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Kamara now to return.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
And a point after, good by Groupie.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does